Ladies and gentlemen, we did experience a power outage here at Red Shores. Ninth race now being called to the gate.
And they're in behind the gate for race 9.
Ninth race lines up.
Up to Vance Cameron.
Ninth race has first glance, batter up Hanover, all bets on Tex, American Risk, time to dance, top of the stretch. Here they come. And away they go. Up and pacing Risk. American Risk, the first one out. Second is First Glance. Third into the turn. That's batter up Hanover. All bets on Tex got away fourth. And the early trailer. That is Time to Dance. As they arrive at the opening eighth, here comes First Glance from the outside for Dowling to take the lead. Racing from second, that is American Risk. Third up the rail is batter up Hanover. Then going fourth. All bets on Tex, and trailing this field, that is Time to Dance. On past the first quarter mile, and First Glance and Dowling have taken over the lead. Racing second, that's American Race. Third up the rail is batter up Hanover. 27-3 was the front quarter. As they come on by the 3/8, they're headed down the stretch towards the half mile. First Glance the leader. Second, American Risk, batter up Hanover third, then in fourth, all bets on Tex. Trailing the field, that is Time to Dance. They're halfway home in the Mayor's Pace and First Glance, the midway point leader. American Risk is second, 56. By the 5/8 they go, and up front the leader is First Glance. Second towards the rail, that's American Race. From the outside third, that's batter up Hanover. All bets on Tex Force. Trailing the field, that's Time to Dance. They arrive at three quarters. First Glance to get them there. Batter up Hanover now on the outside is up to challenge. 125 flat was the three quarters. They approach the 7/8, and batter up Hanover now leads it. First Glance at the rail second, coming up third on the outside is All Bets on Tex, and they're homeward bound. That's batter up Hanover. All Bets on Tex, Time to Dance on the wire. It is gonna be tight. All Bets on Tex for Barrio. He got there on the end of it. 154. 1.
Okay, here's the slow-mo for race number 9 from Red Shores in Charlottetown. And wow, what a race this was. First Glance was on the engine here late, but starts to tire at the top of the stretch. 2 goes by, but then here comes 3 late.
Absolutely. First Glance, as expected, on the lead at even money for David Dowling. First up comes batter up Hanover. Game performance from him. He's digging in. Here comes 3. All bets on Tex. First time Barrio. Perfect drive, second over. Slingshots by and holds off. Time to Dance. That classy horse was flying late on the outside. It looks like 3, 5, and a photo between 4 and 2, and it goes to the 4.
All Bets on Tex arrives at the ninth race winner's circle. Bay facing gelding 4 by All Bets Off. From the Big Towner Dam, Tampa Town. Owned by Jeff Lilly, Blair McLaughlin, Kent Livingston, and Mark Gallant. Bred by Karen Talbot of Ingersoll, Ontario, trained by Jeff Lilly. Gilles Barrio guiding him to his 15th lifetime victory. Today it's 154 and 1/5. All Bets on Tex in the mayor's pace with the trackside presentation with Mayor Brown joining us today in the winner's circle. All Bets on Tex for Barrio in a 154 and 1. Now the official results in the ninth race. First Glance 5th. Batter Up Hanover 4th. All Bets on Tex the winner. American Risk finished 3rd. Time to Dance was 2nd. They went 27 and 3. 56 and 2. 125. And the Mild in 154 and 1. In review it's 5-4-1. 3-2. All Bets on Tex 1640. The Exactor 112.90, Triactor 278.80, and the Superfecta 189.75.
Okay, welcome back to the HBI broadcast desk here in Charlottetown. Peter McPhee and Ken Workington with you here at the top of the park. Lee Drake as well. Vance Cameron in the booth calling all the action. We've had lots of action here today on the track, the weather, the power outages, but we're getting all through it as we work on race number 10. We'll get to the picks in just a moment, but first of all, I want to tell you about Gold Cup and Saucer second chance draw and the winner. Congratulations to Gary Ramsey, who was the grand prize winner in the Gold Cup and Saucer second chance draw. Gary won a table of 4 at the trackside patio on Gold Cup night, 1 night hotel stay, in-room welcome basket, 4 race programs, and 4 old home week passes, plus $500 cash. Congratulations to Gary Ramsey as we slide in the picks here for race number 10 this afternoon. Atlantic Sire Stakes 3-year-old fillies in the A division. They're going to go for $15,320. Ken Workington's having a good day. Wow, he had all bets on Tex on top there at 1640 in race number 9. Kenny, who are you leaning on here in the 10th?
Well, first of all, I got a couple of shout-outs here from the Facebook messengers. Serge Cormier.
Serge.
Hope I get that right. Serge from Saskatchewan, loves the broadcast. And he's watching. And Justin Turnbull, the Turnbull family.
Yes.
You know that kid. He's a great.
I know Justin.
He can call races, that kid, from Nova Scotia. And they're watching. And we're going to chalk out here.
Okay.
At 3-4. That's Woodmere Delta. Post 3 again, fresh off his first 2 lifetime wins.
Okay,
right?
yeah, you're going there, 3-6-1. Evan Ford, he also likes the 3. I do as well. And Kurt Hughes, we'll get his selections in here in a second. Yeah, there he is, of course. He's going against us here. He always likes to go with a little bit of a value play here, and he's going to Chip of Evil and Corey McPherson. 6 away from race number 10.
Fifth division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes on the 10th race parade. Galway Girl number 1, owned by Ken McDonald, Bernard McDonald, Jacinta Campbell, and Brady Doyle, trained by Brent Campbell with Mark Campbell driving. Downtown Tonight number 2 is owned by Cam McPhee of Charlottetown, Gordon McPhee of Stratford, trained by Tom Weatherby, Adam Werner drives. Woodmere Delta 3 is owned by Robert Samara, Frank Brundle, and Brad Samara, trained by Jeff Holmes, driven by Jules Barrio. Zendaya's First Lady number 4, owned by John Quinn of Charlottetown, trained by Stephen Quinn, Miles Heffernan. Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo wears number 5, owned and trained by Sandy Barrett of Trenton, Nova Scotia, Paul Langell. Number 6, Chip of Evil, owned by Inna Rush Stable of Kensington, trained by Eddie Doucette, driven by Corey McPherson. Down to 2 minutes wagering time on race number 10. Only 2 minutes to post time. The James McGregor Memorial is scheduled for Friday, August 16th at Redshores. Thank you to title sponsor The Guardian and Saltwire for their continued support of harness racing on PEI.
I'm Gold Cup Ambassador Chelsea Affleck, and for this year's Gold Cup and Saucer, I'm representing the PEI Cerebral Palsy Association. The Cerebral Palsy Association of Prince Edward Island's mandate is to provide support, advocacy, connections, fund opportunities, and resources for individuals and families living with cerebral palsy across Prince Edward Island. As someone who has cerebral palsy, I'm very honored to bring more recognition to this organization that strives to help those living in our community affected by cerebral palsy.
Okay, thank you to Chelsea Affleck, who is one of the Gold Cup and Saucer ambassadors this year. We'll see the videos throughout the week, and yes, the ambassadors are here today, so if you see them, say hello. They'll be around all week leading up to Gold Cup and Saucer 65, and we want to say a big thank you to McRae's Backhoe and Trucking, title sponsor of the 2024 Atlantic Sire Stakes. Donnie McRae, always giving back to the harness racing game, and we have the Atlantic Sire Stakes for 3-year-old fillies in the A division coming up next. Okay, here we go. Woodmere Delta on the screen here for Gilles Barrio. Robert Samara owns with Frank Brundle and Brad Samara. Jeff Holmes trains, and you're going back to Barrio here.
Yeah, right back to Barrio. And Jeff Holmes, look at his training number, 5:03. I know he had a win last night. I saw my buddy John Holmes, his father, in the winner's circle, looking pretty sporty.
Well, I'm telling you, he's looking good. We'll talk to him later in the week.
Absolutely. And this is a free-legged daughter of Roll With It, Harry. Lands post 3 again, fresh off her first 2 lifetime wins, her latest over and off track. And that's what we have here. Looks to continue her progression here for Barrio and Holmes.
Okay, here's the 6, Chip of Evil for Inner Rush Stable of Kensington. Eddie Doucette trains, Corey McPherson drives. Horse has been knocking on the door the past few.
Yeah, blind to blind to blind.
The blinkers.
To blinkers, I should say. Chip of Evil, decisive winner in an A division at Northside. Nosed out in the Stanfield. Solid runner-up to a standout at Dusty Lane Dixie. And looms large in top form despite the post 6 here. 5-2 on Corey McPherson.
Okay, Mark Campbell has been rolling along. He won 5 last night. He's got 3 already this afternoon, and we're working on race number 10. And this is Galloway Girl, Kent McDonald, Bernie McDonald, Jacinta Campbell, Brady Doyle. I all share the ownership. Brent trains and Mark drives. I think he's going to get a nice trip along the rail here.
A fresh threat and first-time Lasix, another A division winner at Northside, was left in the wake of Woodmere Delta at Summerside, freshened with that handy qualifier, a chance to trip out here for the red-hot Mark Campbell and possibly turn the tables at 8-5. Again, first-time Lasix, Galway Girl.
Okay, getting set for race number 10 from Red Shores in Charlottetown this afternoon as the horses swing in behind the gate for race number 10. Vance Cameron, going to be a good one. Up to you for the call.
A division fillies in the Atlantic Sires. Galway Girl downtown tonight. Woodmere Delta. Zendaya's First Lady. Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Chip of Evil. Top of the stretch. Now approaching a start. Off stride goes the 5, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. There they go, up and pacing, Galway Girl. And at the rail, the first one out. Second to the turn is Downtown Tonight. Third one as they race round the turn, and off stride. Woodmere Delta went on the run early. As they arrive at the 8th, it's Galway Girl and Campbell the leader. Second is Downtown Tonight. Third at the rail. That's Zendaya's First Lady. Up with the leaders. Fourth is Chip of Evil. Off stride in fifth is Woodmere Delta. And off stride 6, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Down to 4 of them now as they go by the first quarter mile. Galway Girl was there in 29 seconds flat. Two-hole ride to Downtown Tonight at long odds. Racing from third, that's Zendaya's First Lady. Chip of Evil is fourth. Then it's Woodmere Delta and Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Down the stretch they come. The half is up next. Galway Girl will be the halfway home leader on Downtown Tonight. Racing from fourth, Zendaya's First Lady. Chip of Evil fifth. Woodmere Delta sixth. Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo the trailer 57-3 over to the opening half mile. There goes the inquiry sign. Race number 10 under a judge's inquiry. Galway Girl up the back stretch and going to 3/4. Downtown Tonight second. Up third on the outside. Chip of Evil. Fourth at the rails. Zendaya's First Lady. Woodmere Delta fifth. Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo the trailer. They go by 3/4. Galway Girl is still there in 1:27-1. Chip of Evil on the outside. In at the rail in the pocket. Downtown Tonight. Zendaya's First Lady. Down the stretch they come. Galway Girl up on the outside. Chip of Evil. Downtown Tonight at the rail. Deep stretch. Now here's Chip of Evil in the Atlantic Sire Stakes for Corey McPherson. Downtown Tonight rallied up second. Galway Girl third. 1:56-3.
Okay, here's the slow-mo for race number 10 from Red Shores in Charlottetown. Brought to you by Universal Media, Atlantic Sire Stakes, 3-year-old fillies. A division, the 3 goes on the run, as does the 5, so it's down to a field of 4. The 1 cuts it here, Galway Girl, and Chip of Evil did a lot of work to get there in the end.
Yeah, Galway Girl, first time Lasix on the engine, 29. Got aggressive, 57-3, 127-1. Perhaps some taxing fractions. Here comes a two-pronged attack. The 2 Downtown Tonight on the rail and on the outside. Chip of Evil has to do it the hard way first up with Corey McPherson and cannot be denied. 156 3/5, her third win on the season, 11th career victory. Chip of Evil over Downtown Tonight and Galway Girl in the 10th.
Judges' inquiry involves the breaks on 5 and 3 here in race number 10. Results of the judges' inquiries, no violations. Here comes Chip of Evil to the 10th race winner's circle by pacing filly 3 by Arthur Blue Chip from the Western Ideal Dam Evil Fight. Owned by Inner Rock Stable of Kensington, bred by Elmer Folland and a Terra Prophet. Trained by Eddie Doucette. Corey McPherson guiding her to victory in 156 and 3. Chip of Evil in the Atlantic Sire Stakes during Old Home Week at Charlottetown. Here's the official results now in the 10th race. Galway Girl 3rd. Downtown Tonight 2nd. Woodmere Delta 5th. Zendaya's First Lady 4th. Eeny Meeny Miny Mo was 6th. Chip of Evil was the race winner. They went 29, 57 and 3. 127 and 1. And the mile 156 and 3. In review 325 461. Chip of Evil 950 to win. The exactor 187.90, triactor 464.70, and the superfecta was 272.35.
So Super Saturday continues here at Red Shores in Charlottetown, and we've had basically, guys, everything thrown at us here today. We started with some weather, and but the track crew have done a fantastic job. The miles have been fantastic. Track safe. It's firm as well. Then we had some power outages, and also apparently there was something that happened on Riverside Drive there. So I think that's all cleared up, and then re-systems are all booted. So should be ready to go here as we continue on with this Saturday afternoon. We'll drive in the Drive to 65. It's a big promotion that we're doing, of course, as we get ready for the big race coming up on next Saturday. And, of course, we got to get through the Trials 1 and 2 today. Trial 3 is coming up on Monday. But, Pete, you worked on this slate, and this has been one of those Drive to 65s. It feels like it's been weeks and weeks, and it has been, really, since we started it, but it's not that far away.
Yeah, really a cool campaign that we started in the off-season, brought it aboard in May, and we're now counting down to the Drive to 65. Like you said, the first couple of trials tonight will determine the first 6, and then the next one on Monday night, Trial 3, will determine the final 3 horses.
And as you can see, Jordan Stratton there sporting the nifty stash. I don't think he has it anymore, but I asked him on Facebook the other day, and he said he's coming.
To come back?
He's
okay.
coming. He wants to come back.
Yeah.
So see if he can win again and
Awesome.
engage the fans in what I think was one of the great moments in the sport last year.
I would agree with that cover bridge win, and then Jordan taking the horse back to the fans last year. Just terrific.
All right, so the horses are moving in the paddock. We can flash in the picks here, and there's a look at a couple of different sequences as you work your plays on race number 11.
Ken Workington going to the 2, Evan Ford with the 3. I'm with Ken on the 2, and post time picks, having a good day. Going to the 5, Sugar Bowl here. Kurt Hughes with the post time picks this afternoon. Horses on the way for post parade next.
Tonight's 11th race, birthplace of Confederation Series elimination in memory of Doug Hill. Chelsea won, owned by Jeff Skinner of Hammond Plains and Bob Skinner of Truro, Nova Scotia, trained by Jennifer Doyle, Jody Jameson. Rosetown Mary 2, owned by the Rosetown Stable of Stratford and Taylor McPherson of Cornwall, Corey McPherson, training and driving. 3, Share the Moment, owned by Luke Beck, Scott Bridges, and Arnold Myers. Trained by Bo Ford, Jills Barrio drives. 4, Ms. Moyes, owned by Olivia May, Quade Hatley, and Andrew Cameron of Charlottetown. Trained by Melissa Rennie and driven by Adam Murner. 5, Sugar Bowl, owned by Tommy Collins and Brian McPhee of Mount Stewart. Trained by Ashley Gamester, Jason Hughes. 6, Plain Jane, owned by Lee and Faith Gavin of Tignish, trained by Ashley McDonald. James McDonald drives. Pasta Mama number 7, owned by Brady Doyle of Stratford, Ryan and Everett McLeod of Surrey, trained by Landon Campbell. Mark Campbell's in the sulky. Only 2 minutes wagering time on race number 11. No changes. 2 minutes to post time. The city of Charlottetown is proud to present the birthplace of Confederation Series in memory of Doug Hill. The consolation and final will take place on Saturday, August 17th.
The City of Charlottetown is the title sponsor of the Birthplace of Confederation Series. This series is held annually during Gold Cup Week and recognizes individuals and families who've made significant contributions to harness racing in the capital city and province.
Deep in the stretch, Dream Fair, Genfire, the queen of the driving park.
The City of Charlottetown is proud to announce the 2024 series will be named in memory of Doug Hill, with races scheduled for August 10th and 17th at Redshores, Charlottetown. The Birthplace of Confederation Series, proudly presented by the City of Charlottetown.
And nice to see the mayor here today, and also was talking to Jamie Hill, Doug's son, and there will be trackside with a cooler presentation. We have 2 of them on the card here today, guys, as we get set to go. And yeah, good looking field here for the 11th.
Sure is, Lee. This is a dandy field. Anybody could win this. And Ken Workington's landing on the 2, Rosetown Mary here for the Rosetown Stable. And Taylor McPherson, they share the ownership. Corey McPherson does the training and driving. And Kenny, she's been knocking on the door, and those closing quarters are snappy.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping that persistence pays in this situation here, as she hasn't missed the board in 11 starts this season. Just missed in the Ruby Chapel, was first over last out and still held third. That is a strong line I always look for. Draws better, and again, persistence could pay off here. Back-to-back Corey McPherson right now sitting up there at 5-2.
Ladies and gentlemen, in race number 13 tonight, we have a late scratch. In the 13th race, scratch number 5, Jessie Jess or Jessica, she will not go. Race 13, scratch number 5, Jessie Jess or Jessica.
Okay, here's the 5, Sugar Bowl for Tommy Collins and Brian McPhee. They share ownership. Ashley Gamester trains. Jason Hughes gets the call here. Kenny right down the road last time for the win.
Yeah, even money. Looks like the one to beat again. She's continued to sharpen her sword on the comeback trail. Trending right, hard charging third in the Ruby Chapel, then romped wire to wire, and again could be the one to catch with the Blue Knight.
Here's the 3, Share the Moment for Luke Beck and Scott Bridges, Arnold Myers. They're all co-owners, Beaufort trains. Gilles Barrio gets the call again. She's been sharp of late, winning her last 2.
Yeah, trainer Beaufort sporting a nice number there, 4.62 in the program. Share the Moment, she's no doubt been on her toes, winning 3 of her last 4. Her latest, all the way in a complete blowout in 156 and 2. Faces a more serious test here, but draws well for Gilles Barrio.
So just getting word of that late scratch there. Coming up on race number 13, the Old Home Week Invitational Trot. The 5 is now out. Jesse, Jess, or Jessica, and so is the 6. Both horses not competing there coming up on the 13th. We're working on the 11th, though. Birthplace Confederation Series elimination in memory of Doug Hill. As we roll along on this Saturday afternoon. Our world headquarters back up and running after that power bump. Redshores.ca, FM 98.5, and in-house channel 2. In behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate up for the race call. For race 11, here's Vance Cameron.
Chelsea, Rosetown Mary, Share the Moment, Ms. Moy, Sugar Bowl, Plain Jane, Pasta Mama, top of the stretch. They are ready for start. Often pacing Rosetown Mary leaves out Ms. Moy between them. That Share the Moment join them on the outside. Sugar Bowl is leaving fourth. The getaway fifth is Chelsea. Then on the turn 6, that is Plain Jane. The early trailer, Pasta Mama. Up that backstretch they go. Ms. Moyes for Adam Murner cleared the lead. Short-lived. Here comes McPherson and Rosetown Mary back to the point as they arrive at that opening quarter mile. Rosetown Mary back to the lead. Second is Ms. Moyes racing third. Share the Moment. Then in fourth, Sugar Bowl. Chelsea at the rail fifth. In 6 is Plain Jane. Then the trailer, Pasta Mama is 7th. 28 and 1 was the first quarter mile. Off the turn they come and they straighten down the stretch. The half mile is up next, led there by Rosetown Mary. Second is Ms. Moyes, coming 3 wide. Wow! Showtime here. Out from the middle, that is Sugar Bowl. And Plain Jane got the 3 wide treatment. In at the rail, Share the Moment 5th. Up the inside, Pasta Mama 6th. Now the trailer, Chelsea 58. And 1 was the half. There goes the inquiry sign. Race number 11 under a judge's inquiry. 3 quarters they go there now, led by Rosetown Mary. Sugar Bowl the challenger. Racing third is Ms. Moyes. Share the Moment fourth. Between them fifth, Plain Jane. 3 high, Pasta Mama 6. Trailing 7th, Chelsea 1. 27 flat was the 3 quarters. They arrive at 7/8. Rosetown Mary still there. Homeward bound. Sugar Bowl on the outside. Miss Moyes third. Share the Moment fourth. Deep stretch now. And here's McPherson to go back to back. Rosetown Mary got there. Sugar Bowl was second. Ms. Moyes third. Time for the mile in 1:56 and 1. Reminder, race number 11 under a judge's inquiry. Retain your tickets.
Okay, here's the slow-mo for race number 11 from Red Shores in Charlottetown this afternoon. Birthplace of Confederation Series elimination in memory of Doug Hill. We'll see the trackside presentation. Kenny, you and me had her on top here. She raced great. Rosetown Mary.
Yeah, Rosetown Mary clears the lead at the opening quarter, takes it away from Ms. Moyes. It's 28-1. Then she steals a 30-second second quarter, 58-1, 127, not too taxing. Sugar Bowl, here she comes for Jason Hughes at 4-5, takes that aim, but gets the cold shoulder as Rosetown Mary holds off Sugar Bowl with Ms. Moy's third. Rosetown Mary in 156 and one back-to-back Corey McPherson at $9.80.
The judges' inquiry involves the conduct of race number 11 coming towards the first half mile. Now arriving at the 11th race winner's circle, number 2, Rosetown Mary, pacing mare 4 by Pang Shui. Off the Modern Art Dam, Brody's Leona. Over the Rosetown Stable of Stratford and Taylor McPherson of Cornwall, bred by Carrie and Emily Taylor and Lisa Richards. Corey McPherson training and driving. Corey has his second driving victory for the double today. The mile in 156 and 1. Rosetown Mary in the birthplace of Confederation Series elimination in memory of Doug Hill. Down at trackside, the cooler presentation. Mayor Philip Brown joining us at the winner's circle. Results of the 11th race judges' inquiry. No violations. Here's the official results in race 11. Chelsea 7th. Rosetown Mary, the race winner. Share the Moment 5th. Ms. Moyes finished 3rd. Sugar Bowl was 2nd. Plain Jane finished 6th. Pasta Mama 4th. Fractions of 28 and 1. 58 and 1. 127. And the mile 156 and 1. In review 715. 32. 6-4. Rosetown Mary paid $9.80 to win. The exactor $21.30, triactor $82.60, and the superfecta was $52.06.
Well, there's that 254 Triactor there at 82.60 and the Superfecta at 52.06. And nice little exacta there, 21.30 as well. So we're back into action here. The Birthplace Confederation Series elimination in memory of Doug Hill. We have another one coming up here on the program, and we're working on race number 12 next, and no program changes for you as well. As we roll along throughout the week, of course, we have lots of action here, guys, and the Top Driver of Old Home Week, you keep them with tradition, of course, with the Francis McKaiser Memorial Trophy. And then, of course, you have the top percentage driver, which has always been presented by Chuckers Trophies and Awards, so we appreciate their support. And the last couple of years, of course, we've had the top percentage trainer, and that's in memory of Earl Smith. So Melissa Rennie with the big win there last year, and that'll be back. So Brock Spence will be keeping us up to date on those totals as we move along here for race number 12. I think we were just chatting off mic there, guys, and the big crowd around here today, and the weather has turned around a little bit, so we're pretty happy the way things are going so far.
Yeah, like you said, Lee, there was a lot of things thrown at us early on, a couple of power bumps, some rain, some wind, but we've come through it all here, and we're working on race number 12. Looking forward to the two trials as well in race 15 and 16. All
right, there's a look at the paddock cam. Let's slide in our picks here as the drivers and the horses will be coming out here in just a few minutes, and Ken Morkington is matching post-time picks here this afternoon with Kurt Hughes, and you're both going to the 4.
Yeah, good morning. Nova needs to rebound off a miscue. Lassa, we're going to toss that one away, and we're looking at 2-1 right now, 6-5 on the 5. Windermere Sadie, or
yep.
Sadie.
I'm going 1, 6, and 4. Evan Ford's right there with me at 1, 4, and 6 as well. So we have 6 to go before race number 12. It'll be the Atlantic Sire Stakes 3-year-old fillies in the A division going for $15,320.
Final division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes for the 12th race parade. Number 1, Dusty Lane Dixie, is owned by David Lund of Moncton, New Brunswick. Gilberto trains and drives. Starship Beauty 2, owned by Dads Without Abs of Fredericton. Trained by Kyle Williams, David Dowling up. Sensational Gal 3 is owned by JD Racing Incorporated of Cornwall. Trained by Nick Oakes, James McDonald aboard. Good Morning Nova, number 4, owned by Melissa Banks of Summerside and Jason Williams of McNeil's Mills, trained by Ashley Gamester, Jason Hughes. 5 is Windermere Sadie, owned by Bell River Gold Stable of Bell River, trained by Brent Campbell, Mark Campbell. Fernhill Indigo 6, owned by the Next Generation Stable of Stratford, trained by Tom Weatherby, Brody McPhee. 2 minutes wagering time in race number 12. Race day with Lee Drake, Peter McPhee, and Ken Workington picks up the field next.
I'm Gold Cup Ambassador Laurel Drake, and I will be representing Hospice PEI at this year's Gold Cup and Saucer. Hospice PEI is a volunteer-driven organization assisting people in Prince Edward Island by preparing, supporting, and caring by those affected by a life-limiting illness before and after death. I'm proud to support Hospice PEI, a not-for-profit organization.
Well, there's Laurel Drake and my daughter Laurel, part of the Gold Cup Ambassadors this year. And Peter, that's always special. I heard from your daughter Audrey McPhee a little earlier, Chelsea Aflac also with their charities. And we're going to hear from each and every one of them as we get closer throughout the week. But they've had a busy schedule so far.
Yeah, they sure have, and everybody's done a great job so far, Lee. Like you said, they had a busy day yesterday. They were at Ocean 100, Hot 105.5 at the Mayor's Barbecue, at the races again last night, and they're here again today. So everybody's doing a great job so far with the ambassadors.
There is, and Kelly Fian, I know Stephanie Mitchell and the team, with the marketing team there, all the hard work they're doing behind the scenes of pulling all these assets together, doing a great job of it. Super High 5 carryover, want to remind you of that. It's coming up. There is the number that's going to be added in, of course, the carryover for race number 16 on the card today. It'll move to the final part of the card. That's trial number 2 today. Another angle for you to play as we head out on the track and pick up the top contenders here in the 12th.
Yeah, we land on the 4 here. This is Good Morning Nova. Melissa Banks, Jason Williams, they share the ownership. Ashley Gamester trains, and Jason Hughes gets along pretty well with this horse. We're going to chuck the last line, I think, Kenny, in Summerside. Prior to that, she was racing very well.
It's a tough field and a really tricky puzzle. Look at this board, Peter. I mean,
yeah, tight.
It's all over the place. Good Morning Nova. Toss out that latest. She got parked, and then she pretty much had enough, and she made a break. Saw her 3-race winning streak snapped in that race, and that included a new mark of 155-1 over Truro, and she's got a big chance to regroup here for the Blue Knight at 3-1.
Okay, here's the rail sitter, Dusty Lane Dixie for David Lunn of Moncton. Jill Berry is the trainer. Jill does the driving as well. She's been sharp her last couple of Summerside and Woodstock.
Yeah, trounced the A Division fillies at Summerside and then aired it out at Woodstock. She's just brimming with confidence right now. She moves inside for Jill's Berrio, and look at his barn percentage at 444. 2-1 favorite.
And we'll head to the outside in a compact field here. Fern Hill Indigo, Next Generation Stable are the owners. Tom Weatherby is the trainer. Brody McPhee will be the driver. This horse has put together a nice year, 8 for 9 in top threes, up over 32,000 in the bank.
Yeah, super consistent filly here. Overcame some second-itis with that crushing score. Came to life at Inverness there. She'll fire from the outside here and could go a long way if she can steal away unpressured at 3-1 with Brody McPhee.
So Atlantic Sire Stakes, 3-year-old fillies in action here this afternoon, coming up in race number 12. And, of course, it all starts at the Atlantic Classic Sale. And it's set for Friday, October 11th at the Crapo Exhibition Grounds, starting at 11:30. Join them on October the 10th from 3 to 7 for the exhibition grounds for a yearling preview. And visit Atlantic-Classic.com for the sale preview, online sale catalogs, pedigree links, sale results. We also have copies in the race office there too. $15,320. So starter Jeff McDonald calling them in. Horses are heading to the gate for race number 12 in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate and upstairs for the race call. Here's Vance Cameron.
Dusty Lane Dixie, Starship Beauty, Sensational Gal, Good Morning Nova, Windermere Sadie, Fern Hill Indigo, top of the stretch. Here they come. Sixth and the final division of the Atlantic Sires. Post time. The rough and pacing Starship Beauty, the first one out. Second is Good Morning Nova. Up the rail, Dusty Lane Dixie. To the turn third. Coming up fourth on the outside is Fernhill Indigo. To get away fifth is Windermere Sadie. Then the trailer. That is Sensational Gal. On the backstretch, Starship Beauty. Her lead is going to be short-lived. Here's the Blue Knight racing on the outside. Jason Hughes with Good Morning Nova. They're clear and driving to the opening quarter. The lead by 2. Second is Starship Beauty racing from third. Dusty Lane Dixie. 28 seconds flat. Open this one up. Racing from fourth around the turn is Fernhill Indigo. Fifth up the rail as they come off the turn. Straighten down the stretch is Windermere Sadie, and the trailer, that is Sensational Gal. The midway point comes next. Good Morning Nova gets them halfway home. Second is Starship Beauty. There goes Dusty Lane Dixie to the outside third. Moving wide fourth is Fernhill Indigo. Windermere Sadie fifth. Trailing 6, Sensational Gal 57. 3 was the half mile. 3/8 of a mile left to go. Good Morning Nova, the leader. At her wheel is Dusty Lane Dixie. Third up the rail, Starship Beauty. Coming fourth on the outside, Windermere Sadie. On the rail in fifth as they race up the 3/4 now. And it's still Good Morning Nova applying the pressure. That is Dusty Lane Dixie in the pocket third. Starship Beauty, the 3/4 was 1:27 flat, and they're homeward bound. Good Morning Nova at the rail between horses. Dusty Lane Dixie. Fernhill Indigo is coming off stride at the rail. Starship Beauty, deep stretch now, and that is Dusty Lane Dixie and Burial in the Sire Stakes. Fernhill Indigo was second. We'll need a show photo. 1:57.4.
Okay, here's the slow-mo for race number 12 from Redshores in Charlottetown this afternoon. Atlantic Sire Stakes, 3-year-old fillies in the A division. They went for $15,320. 4 was on the front for a long way. Good Morning Nova first came the first up move for Dusty Lane Dixie, and it pays off the hard way.
Yeah, they swarm in on the Blue Knight here. Good Morning Nova, 28.57.3, 127, under intense pressure from Dusty Lane Dixie. Jill's Burial with his own trainee here by Peng Shui, digging in gamely first over Crush at 3-5, holding off 6. Fernhill Indigo had a great trip right there on the wire. Second, Sensational Gal was third. 157 and 4/5. 1-6, ice cold Peter McPhee. Dusty Lane Dixie, Jill's Burial doubles up.
Dusty Lane Dixie arrives at the 12th race winner's circle, big pacing filly 3 by Peng Shui. From the McCardle Dam McDaisy Cutter, owned by David Lund of Moncton, New Brunswick, bred by John and Stephen Quinn of Charlottetown. Gilberto training and driving the mile in 157 and 4. Dusty Lane Dixie captures the A division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes with the trackside presentation. Here's the official results now in the 12th. Dusty Lane Dixie, the winner. Starship Beauty, 6th. Sensational Gal, 3rd. Good Morning Nova finished 5th. Windermere Sadie, 4th. Fernhill Indigo was 2nd. They went 28, 57 and 3. 127, and the mile in 157 and 4. In review, it's 163, 542. Dusty Lane Dixie, 340. The Exactor, 870. Triactor, 50-50. And the Superfactor, 1317.
So congratulations to the winning connections of Dusty Lane Dixie, picking up the big win there for Gilberto. As you look at some of the pays there on race number 13 is coming up next, the Old Home Week Invitational Trot. And we have a couple of scratches in there. The late scratch came from Jessica, so the 5 is out, and so is the 6. As we're getting ready to go here on race number 13. Well, we all know the impact that harness racing has here on Prince Edward Island, and this is a pretty neat campaign that we started a few months ago, and one racehorse employ. That's what it looks like right there. And the impact that it has and the role of various jobs and positions that are impacted with just one racehorse. So you see them, the breeders, the owners, the trainers, the drivers, the staff. Yes, it has a lot of people. How about the equipment companies and the feed companies? You name them, guys. And it certainly is, and that's a very powerful board. And sometimes you just have to show it to remind just how fortunate we have here in the racehorse community industry here in Prince Edward Island.
And you know, Lee, each and every year I hold a race caller's fantasy camp at the Meadowlands, and I get a few people there to call races, and 2 of the guys actually are now working at Freehold in Saratoga, and one fellow, Mr. Fox, he does our, Larry Fox, does our qualifiers and our baby races as well, and does a wonderful job.
It truly is quite an impact here that it has on Prince Edward Island and throughout the Maritimes for sure. Ken Morganton, as we roll in the picks here, along with Evan Ford, Peter McPhee, and post-time picks today. The author is Kurt Hughes, and we'll have Dee McNevin going to join us on Monday on the trial number 3 night. But Ken, you're going to the 3 here. You're going to lead off with the 3 horse coming up in the Old Home Week Invitational Trot.
Yeah, it's looking like a 1, 2, 3 here. Just shake them up, and I came up with a 3 Chasing Dreams here off the nose loss.
Yeah, he was good last time out. Just like you said, second to New Legacy there. He's got a shot here from Murner. Evan Ford's going to the 1 New Legacy. I'm going to head to the 2 Irish Ray from Mark Campbell. And post-time picks, like Lee said, Kurt Hughes. He's heading to the 1 New Legacy as well. 5 away from the 13th at Red Shores.
Evening's 13th race, the Old Home Week Invitational Trot. They're on post parade, number 1, New Legacy. Owned by Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge, trained by Jennifer Doyle, Jason Hughes driving. Irish Ray 2, owned by 3 Wiseman Stable of Kingston, trained by Landon Campbell. Mark Campbell up. Chasing Dreams, number 3, owned by Ellie Stafford of Conception Bay, South Newfoundland, trained by Landon Campbell. Adam Murner drives. Mild Hill Willie wears number 4, owned by John Bro, Shediac Cape, New Brunswick, and Paul Morrison of Cardigan. Paul does the training, driven by Jules Barrio. Numbers 5 and 6 are scratched. 7 is Alcina, owned by Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge, trained by Jennifer Doyle. Miles Heffernan drives. 2 minutes. Wagering time on race number 13, just 2 minutes to post time. Race Day Video Wall is presented by the PEI Standardbred Horse Owners Association, Tourism PEI, and the Charlottetown Festival.
Yeah, and the Charlottetown Festival there, audiences are raving about the rags to riches story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons and the hit musical Jersey Boys this summer at Confederation Center of the Arts. We want to thank you for your sponsorship this week during Old Home Week. 2 minutes ago in race number 13, it is the Old Home Week Invitational Trot. Peter McPhee and Ken Workenden pick up the action next.
Yeah, we're going to head to the track, and this is the 3 Chasing Dreams here for Ellie Stafford of Conception Bay. Landon Campbell is the trainer, and Adam Murner gets the call here, coming off a very close defeat, just beaten by a nose last time.
Yeah, Landon Campbell with a couple in here, also the favorite Irish Ray. Chasing Dreams, free-legged 9-year-old. He's by credit winner, and he finished a hard-charging second by a nose in a very noteworthy Charlottetown debut after missing some time, too. So that was a really good tightener for him. Post 3, he figures to be in prime striking and stocking position once again for Adam Murner.
Okay, here's the 1 New Legacy for Danny Burt of Vernon Bridge. 10 Doyle trains. Jason Hughes gets the call. He's been rolling. He's won his last couple.
Yeah, he's been able to steal away. That's the key. He's had some real easy leads and winning 3 of his last 4. That scenario is distinctly possible here from the rail. Jason Hughes. We'll see if he can steal another at 7-5.
Sticking inside here, going to the 2 Irish Ray for the 3 Wiseman stable of Kingston. Landon Campbell, like we said, 2 in here. Trains Irish Ray as well. Mark Campbell gets the drive. He was a winner in the Andrew Perry and Summerside. Just missed last time.
Yeah, he finally cut through that season-long second-itis, carved out a soft pace at Summerside 2 starts back, and he'll likely be in his familiar stalking opportunist role as a big threat here. He's a stalwart here. He loves Charlottetown. He loves the island. And right now he is 8-5. Mark Campbell looking for the grand slam.
There's how close it was for show there. The Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission and the photo finish. And that was Sensational Gal getting up for 3rd. Here's a look at Mile Hill Willie scoring down for Gilberto. Trainer Paul Morrison co-owns with John Bro. Some interesting stats for the trotters here in Charlottetown. I was looking over the post positions, and 4 and 5 send out the most winners here in Charlottetown. Interesting enough. I know our players love those stats, and you can get them all at our new player portal. Go to Redshores.ca. Click on the player portal and they'll give you all the information you need. Winning favorites, post position stats. Let's send happy birthday wishes out to our site controller, Amy McQuillan. Head of our finance here, part of the executive team. Always a pleasure to work with Amy, celebrating a birthday. Great time to celebrate a birthday, Old Home Week. You have no problem when people want to celebrate with you. So the Metro Home Building Center starting gate has the field for race number 13 on this Super Saturday, and back upstairs for the race call. Here's Vance Cameron.
Invitational trotters lined up in the 13. New Legacy Irish Ray, Chasing Dreams, Mile Hill Willie, Alcina, top of the stretch. Approaching a start. The rough and trotting. First one out, Irish Ray. Second towards the rail, New Legacy. Third one to the turn, Chasing Dreams. To get away fourth is Mile Hill Willie. And the early trailer, that'll be Alcina. So they all get pylon positions early before the 8th pole as they straighten to the backstretch. Irish Ray in line to Mark Campbell will be the fraction center. New Legacy got away second for the 2-hole ride. Racing in mid-pack third is Chasing Dreams, then fourth. Along the inside is Mile Hill Willie. The gapped out trailer, that is Alcina. On by the first quarter and the compact field, they're scattered to Ted off a 29 and 2 opener. And on a point midway round the upper turn for the first time, Irish Ray is the fraction setter. New Legacy goes second, racing from third. Chasing Dreams. Fourth is Mile Hill Willie and Alcina. She'll see them all from fifth. Positions are unchanged, and they're halfway home in the Old Home Week Invite Trot, led by Irish Ray. Racing from second is New Legacy. Third, that is Chasing Dreams into the turn, Mile Hill Willie. He goes fourth, followed by the trailer. That is Alcina. 59 seconds flat over to the opening half mile. They're arriving at 5-8, and they're led there by Irish Ray. New Legacy edging to the outside from second. Third up the rail is Chasing Dreams, are racing from fourth. Mile Hill Willie, Alcina the trailer. They'll arrive at 3/4. Irish Ray still there, but here is New Legacy. Right alongside that leader, Chasing Dreams is in the pocket third. 3/4 up in a 1:29 3 with an eighth of a mile left to trot. New Legacy has got his head in front. Irish Ray second. Chasing Dreams on the outside third. Mile Hill Willie set the camera up in the invitational trot. Chasing Dreams gets there for Adam Murner. Tight for the deuce. Irish Ray up against New Legacy in 1:59 and 1.
Okay, here's the slow-mo for race number 13, Old Home Week Invitational Trot. Trackside presentation next. Slow-mo brought to you by Universum Media. Irish Ray wants to cut it. New Legacy battles late, but Ken Workington, his pick, Chasing Dreams, flying late.
Flying late. Irish Ray on an easy lead, 29-2, 59, 129 and 3. Dictating his own terms, and out of the pocket comes an anxious New Legacy with Jason Hughes, and they will hook up on the final turn and to the wire, and fresh off them comes Chasing Dreams. Another surge to the wire. 3-1-2 ice cold try here. 159 and 1 for Chasing Dreams. Adam Murner, Landon Campbell doubles up.
Chasing Dreams arriving at the 13th race winner's circle. Trotting Bay gelding 9 by Credit Winner from the Donner Rail Dam, Bold Dreamer, owned by Ellie Stafford of Conception Bay, South Newfoundland. Bred by Valley High Stable of Freehold, New Jersey. Trainer Landon Campbell has the training double on this day, and Adam Murner with a catch driving call to the winner's circle. Time of the mile in a 1:59 and a 1/5. Chasing Dreams in the Old Home Week Invitational Trot with the trackside presentation. Now the official results in the 13th. New Legacy was second. Irish Ray finished third. Chasing Dreams, the race winner. Mile Hill Willie fourth. 5 and 6 were scratched. 7 Alcina finished fifth. 29 and 2. 59. 129 and 3. And the mile 159 and 1. From the top, your program reads 2, 3, 1. 4 scratched. Scratch 5. Chasing Dreams paid $12.90. The Exactor $25.70. The Triactor $26.70. Superfecta $6.72.
Okay, so moving along on a super Saturday here at Red Shores as we continue on in this Saturday afternoon. I started out with the rain, and the track crew have done a fantastic job here today keeping things rolling, and the crowd has been great. I've been down around into the crowd, and good crowd here today. It's nice and warm. That's the neat thing about this afternoon. You know, it stayed warm through this whole weather system that we had here today, and power bumps and everything else along the way. Coming up next, though, we do have another division, and before long, it's the Birthplace Confederation Series in memory of Doug Hill. Jamie Hill is here today. I know his sister Rosemary was here for the press conference that was held back on Tuesday, and there's a look at it, and a special thank you to the city of Charlottetown. The mayor is here today as well, and of course the consolation and the final coming up on Gold Cup night.
Yeah, we're going to roll into picks here for race number 14 this afternoon. It's a good one here, the Birthplace Confederation Series elimination in memory of Doug Hill. Kenny, you're heading towards the rail, and that's the Blue Knight, Jason Hughes.
Yeah, look at flip the script 4-5. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Ace 44 Dome here. Yeah, the Blue Knight's been too quiet for my liking. So I think he's going to perk up here. 9-1, nice price here. 1-2-4.
Yeah, Evan Ford heading to an 8, 4, and 1. I'm with Evan going to the 8. Flip the script here. I do like 2 and 1 for second and third. Post-time picks. Kurt Hughes along the bottom at 1, 2, and 4. Good race coming up here at Red Shores. 5 away. Look at that place photo there. Courtesy of the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. Ken Warkington did have that straight try last time at 3, 1 and 2, and that was tight for a second there. The place, New Legacy getting up to nip Irish Ray.
Great shot of the crowd here today. Big crowd on the tarmac from one end to the other, all the way down into the Redshores Corral, which is the beer tent area. There's a look at some of the ambassadors.
Second elimination of the Birthplace of Confederation Series in memory of Doug Hill on the 14th Race Post Parade. Ace 44 Dome, number 1. Owned by Donald McRae of Vernon Bridge, trained by Ashley Gamester, driven by Jason Hughes. Redland Bethany Jean, number 2, owned by Redland Farms of Bible Hill, Nova Scotia, trained by Tom Weatherby, Brody McPhee driving. Woodmere Clara, number 3, owned by Claire and Nellie McDonald and Ian Tate of Nova Scotia. Claire McDonald is the trainer. Nellie McDonald drives. Tobin's Brownie, number 4, owned by Brittany Dowling, Sandra Weeks, and Errol Burgoyne of Springvale. David Dowling is the trainer-driver. 5 is Lady Divine, owned by Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge, trained by Jennifer Doyle. Jody Jameson. Salzburg Abbey 6, owned by Saul and Peter Lanigan of Cambridge and Mark Lanigan of Stratford, trained by Saul Lanigan. The drive goes to Kenny Murphy. 7 is Big Diamond, owned by Lillian, Kevin, and Brian Ladner of Charlottetown. Brian is the trainer. Corey McPherson drives. Number 8, Flip the Script, owned by Kent Livingston of Cornwall, trained by Ashley McDonald. James McDonald in the sulky. Final call for wagering now in race number 14 with the post time clock expired. No changes here in the 14th. And gentlemen, we're coming up with our selections in the second elimination of the Birthplace of Confederation Series. And again, we thank our friends at Results Marketing and Advertising and their presentation of the Vance Cam. I'm off to the rail in the Blue Knight. Jason Hughes looking for Ace 44 Dome to trip out in here off of that inside post. Hughes has got the Sugar Bowl already advancing to the final. I'll look for him to get the second one in. Then going to go to the grandstand side. Not very happy with the post position here, but you'll get James McDonald, and that's going to make a big difference, I think, guys. He was a winner in 153 and 4 at Truro. Looked very well in that occasion. I like the 8, Flip the Script for the deuce. Going to go back to the inside for Redland Bethany Jean for the tri-players, and for super effective, I'll use the 4, Tobin's Brownie. I'm 1-8-2-4 in here, gentlemen. Down to you and your choices.
Yeah, I went 1-2-4 here. I tossed the 8, Flip the Script. Everybody going goo-goo gaga over James McDonald. I guess this one fresh off the bench, 8-5. The 1 Ace 44 Dome off to a slow start. No chance trip in the Ruby Chapel. She regained her winning form against Lesser 2 starts back. That sparked her confidence. And then she just missed as the heavy favorite and lands the rail now for the Blue Knight. The 2 Redland Bethany Jean, no factor in the Ruby Chapel, but she did bounce back with a rousing score and living up to that tote hype. Draws inside again, looms large. Another big late surge is imminent. And the 4, Tobin's Brownie, 5-1. What's wrong with her? Nothing. Classy mare, able to trip out to upset the Ruby Chapel. then just missed going all the way. She got nailed by Redland Bethany Jean. She may try to boss it again, but I don't know if that's good strategy on this track.
Yeah, it'll be. I think the one will be leaving pretty hard from the rail, but I'm going to go to the 8 here. Flip the script, hoping for a trip. It is hard to win from post 8, but I'll put her on top. I do like the 2 Redland Bethany Jean for Brody McPhee. I think they'll be tucked in here. She can really storm home, and the 1 Ace 44 Dome, like I said, she'll be up into the action for Hughes here. So going to put her in for third. 8-2-1 for me in race number 14. We're getting close. So getting set for race number 14 from Redshores in Charlottetown this evening as the horses swinging behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate. Back upstairs to Vance Cameron for the call.
Second elimination of the Birthplace of Confederation Series in memory of Doug Hill. H44 Dome, Redland Bethany Jean, Woodmere Clara. Tobin's Brownie, Lady Divine, Salisbrook Abbey, Big Diamond. Flip the script. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing. Tobin's Brownie is firing out on the rail. Ace 44 Dome between horses. Redland Bethany Jean is there third. Racing Traffic is tight, and I mean tight on the turn. Fancy step and went Redland Bethany Jean. Up the backstretch they go. The Blue Knight, Jason Hughes, has Ace 44 Dome right on that choo-choo. Second at the rail, that is Tobin's Brownie. Racing up into third. On that inside is Lady Divine. Then racing from fourth is Woodmere Clara. They went 28 and 1 to the opening quarter. Fifth around the turn is Salisbrook Abbey, racing from sixth towards the inside as they race around the turn. Redland Bethany Jean, then flip this grip and the trailer. Big Diamond, down the stretch they come, and they are in straight alignment. A full field of open mares halfway home. Ace 44 Dome is the midway point leader on Tobin's Brownie. There goes the inquiry sign. Race number 14 is under a judge's inquiry. They round the paddock turn, approaching on the 5/8, 57-3 for a half a mile. Up the backstretch they go for the second and final time. Led there by Ace 44 Dome. Tobin's Brownie second, right with the leaders third. That's Lady Divine. Flip the Script now is moved up fourth. Fifth on the outside is Big Diamond. Moving up sixth, Redland Bethany Jean. Woodmere Clara seventh. Now the trailer, Salzburg Abbey, 3/4 in one. 27-2. They arrive at the 7/8. Ace 44 Dome. Lady Divine is right alongside. Tobin's Brownie third. Flip the Script way wide fourth. They're in deep. Stretch now on the wire. Tobin's Brownie and Dowling win elimination two. Second is Flip the Script. Ace 44 Dome held third. 1:56.4.
Okay, here's the slow-mo for race number 14 from Redshores in Charlottetown this evening, birthplace of Confederation Series. Elimination in memory of Doug Hill. Trackside presentation coming up next. We thought Ace 44 Dome would protect the cones. For Hughes, that's exactly what happened. 5 came late, 4 was ducking down, 8 was on the outside. Bang, bang, finish.
Yeah, they close in on the pace setter once again. I didn't think the front end's not where you want to be. Ace 44 Dome did dictate 28-1, 57-3, 127-2. Tobin's Brownie, the perfect trip pays off. David Dowling triples up with his own trainee here. His barn shooting a .477 win percentage, 6th on the season. Tobin's Brownie, she's a classy mare who loves Charlottetown. 156-4 here over Flip the Script, fresh off the bench for James McDonald. Flying late, but too late from a tough spot post 8. Couldn't overcome that. Ace 44 Dome third, and we do have an inquiry.
Judge's inquiry involves the conduct of the race into the first turn after the start. Racing officials will hold number 4 Tobin's Brownie on the turn, dealing with the 14th race judge's inquiry.
All right, we'll do a little test on the tarmac here, guys. We'll get a little level check here. Is it getting ready for Gold Cup and Saucer trial number 1? We'll have a little more level on this wireless, please. Yeah, just a little more level on the wireless would be great.
So here is the race when they are leaving here. This is what the judges are looking at off the wings here into the first turn. This is what the judges are looking at right now, and we'll have an official decision in just a moment.
Now arriving at the 14th race, winner's circle will be number 4, Tobin's Brownie. Bay pacing mare, she's 6 by Stonebridge Terror. From the Grin Premier to Ear Dam, Putnam Mackenzie. Owned by Brittany Dowling, Sandra Weeks, and Errol Burgoyne. The Springvale, bred by Wendell Williams of Ellerslie. David Dowling has the training double this day. David Dowling has the driving triple on this day. The mile 156 and 4. Tobin's Brownie picks up her 35th lifetime victory today, capturing the second elimination of the Birthplace of Confederation Series in memory of Doug Hill with the trackside cooler presentation. Results of the judge's inquiry, no violations. Here's the official results now in the 14th. Ace 44 Dome, 3rd. Redland Bethany Jean, 6th. Woodmere Clara was 8th. Tobin's Brownie, the race winner. Lady Divine, 5th. Salisbrook Abbey, 4th. Big Diamond was 7th. Flip the Script, finished 2nd. They went 28 and 1, 57 and 3, 127 and 2. And the mile in 156 and 4. In review, 368, 154, 72. Tobin's Brownie paid $12.50 to win. The exactor $67.50, triactor $109.80, and the superfecta $264.81.
Okay, so welcome back to Race Day Live here in Charlottetown. You're with Lee Drake along with Peter McPhee and Ken Morganton at the desks. Vance Cameron in the booth, ready to call the action for Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 1 and Trial number 2, the last 2 races on the program on this Super Saturday today. I know he's all mic'd up and ready to go for the call at Ocean 100 as well, as our media partner will be taking this race live. These next 2 races will be live on Ocean 100. Now, We have the Smash the Record promotion, $10,000. Warren Ellison family of Summerside Chrysler Dodge. And yeah, it is back and it's exciting. He's got a lot of folks talking about it. He will be officially announcing it, of course, during the draw night when the Gold Cup ambassadors go trackside to make their draw. But it's back for the 65th edition of the Atlantic Lottery Gold Cup and Saucer. The Smash the Track record of 151, guys. The ownership of the horse will receive a check for $5,000 from Warren Ellison family of Summerside Chrysler Dodge. And the remaining horses in the field will also receive additional cash of about $625. So Smash the Track record for $10,000 is back.
Yeah, and I think they got a good shot at doing it, Lee. If everything goes to plan here, this final is going to be fantastic with 9 horses coming up next Saturday night. And again, we thank Warren Ellison family from Summerside Chrysler Dodge.
So there's a look at the paddock cam brought to you by Red Shores. And a couple of different angles that you're working on here. And yeah, we got Ken Workington leaning on the 4, PL Aussie. And Ken, I was here earlier in the week when PL Aussie trained, and he looked fantastic.
Yeah, well, as you know, he took a mark of 148-2 on July 6th at Mohawk, and last year winning a trial in 151-4, and a good solid third in the Gold Cup and Saucer final. And of course, you can see he's driven by David Dowling, the leading driver here now, and looking for the Grand Slam today. Yeah,
and Kenny's had a good day, so keep an eye on his picks here. He's had some real nice winners. He's at 4-1-5. Evan Ford, he's going to the 1 here. American History 5 and 8. I'm heading towards the 5. Save America 1 and 8, and post time picks to the rail as well with American History 5 and 4 for second and third. So lots of different directions in our picks here. And again, we'll go through the horses once the post parade happens here, as the horses will be on the track next.
Yeah, they're coming up here soon. We'll keep an eye on the Red Shores paddock cam for you as well. And we have a special anniversary wish as well. And that's going out to Janetta and Dunstan Carroll, celebrating. And doing it here during Old Home Week and in that historic center field. So happy anniversary from all of us here at Red Shores. Here's a look at that 4th place finish in the Atlantic Provinces Harness Racing Commission. Race number 14 there.
'15th race on the track. It's the Atlantic Lottery Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 1. 1 is American History, owned by Patrick Hill of Fredericton, New Brunswick, trained by Mackenzie Spence. Dale Spence drives. 2 is Fernhill General, owned by Peter Smith of Stratford and Gerald Morrissey of Charlottetown, trained by Tommy Weatherby. Brody McPhee up. 1-800 wears number 3. Dr. Mitch Downey of St. John, New Brunswick is the owner and the driver. Ellen Stevenson trains. 4, PL Aussie, owned by Jody Sanderson, Darren Smith, Michael McKenna, and Max Sand Stables, trained by Darren Smith. David Dowling drives. Save America number 5, owned by the stable Save America Group of Guelph, Ontario, trained by Jamie Smith, James McDonald. He Sure Good number 6, owned by Wayne Webby of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, trained by Noah Webby, Mark Webby driving. Bayfield Beach number 7, owned by Gordon McDonald, Christopher Bolden, Hamac Farms Limited and Limco Incorporated. Trained by Vic Putty. Mark Campbell up. Binge on Yankee number 8, owned by Jeff Gillis of Fergus, Ontario. Ellen Ott of Buffalo, New York. Jeff does the training, driven by Jody Jameson. And number 9, B2B, owned by Donald McRae and Blair McLaughlin, trained by Ashley Gamester and driven by Jason Hughes. 2 minutes. Wagering time on the 15th. Back down to Lee, Ken, and Peter with a look at the top contenders for trial number 1, presented by Atlantic Lottery.
Well, there's a look at my top pick here, the 4 PL Aussie, a 2023 trial winner. He was that was 51-4. Finished third in last year's final. It took a new mark of 148-2 at Mohawk recently. Hasn't raced in 3 weeks, but he draws well to stock the speed and display his big. I think he's got the superior kick here. He is 6-5.
Well, horses on the track here for the Gold Cup and Saucer trial number 1, presented by Atlantic Lottery. There's a look at the 3 right now. Peter and Ken coming in here, 1-800, sandwiched between some heavy hitters here. Tough assignment, picked up the 3 points for the Invitational Series.
Yeah, he was in the Governor's Plate there. You can see the Governor's Plate Series, 6th in the elimination. Went to the Doer there in Summerside, 6th there as well, charted 56. And then to Woodstock, last time out on the front, a winner, 56-4.
There's the 5, Save America, arrives fresh off a solid third at Yonkers, where he's been a constant speed threat. Now he goes third-time Lasix, and he picks up James McDonald. I'm expecting an aggressive effort here, and he's hammered down to 3-2 right now. The co-choice on the board, Save America.
All right, Peter, there's a look at Binge on Yankee. Jody Jameson gets to come in here today for this assignment. Got a tough assignment. Like him if he wasn't from the 8-hole, but Double J has to find a way here today.
He's a nice horse. You can see the start at Yonkers there. Left 2, Little Tussle early, got front, was a winner at Yonkers, 52, 28-1 in the end of it. So he's got some real speed. 4 wins this year from 16 starts. He would be a contender. I still think he is on the outside. I put him in here for third. Tough post here in a half-mile track, 7-1.
All right, there's a look at B2B, Ken, and current track co-holder here gets to follow the 1, which should have him set up for the mile.
Yeah, B2B's a 7-year-old with 400,000 on his card. He set the pace, finished 6th in the Governor's Plate, but he did bounce back with a solid third to Blue Hunt here on August 3rd. He was 7th in last year's Gold Cup and Saucer after winning his Charlottetown debut in 51-4. Gets Jason Hughes here. Tough draw in this field. He's 45-1.
All right, there's a look at Bayfield Beach in action on the track right now. Mark Campbell gets the assignment here today from post 7. Peter, big horses, like big track, son of some beach somewhere. Has to work it from the 7-hole.
Yeah, nice looking animal on the track. Woodbine back on July the 22nd. There you can see left 5. Again, a Little Tussle got front, 50-1. He won at 27-4 for Tyler Borth, and then he came right back August 3rd. Again, left 6, made an early move and was a winner, 150-4, 28-2. Louis Waugh did the driving at Woodbine, so makes the move to PEI in a half-miler. Bayfield Beach and Campbell, 23-1.
All right, there's a look at the rail sitter right now. This is American history for Dale Spence and Mackenzie Spence, along with Patrick Hill of Fredericton, and coming off that, comes off the bench, that incredible performance at Woodstock, where he won by 6 and change and 52 flat.
Yeah, he tuned up with a Gold Cup and Saucer tune-up, a comeback by destroying the Woodstock track record, the fastest mile in New Brunswick history, an exceptional 152. He was right there in the Mohawk Preferred. Before that, he looms as the main speed threat from the rail. You remember last year he set the table for Covered Bridge, set those wicked fractions, 53 and change to the half, and he is back here. This is a classy horse. He was second in the Adios as a 3-year-old, and he was a Breeders' Crown winner at age 4, big upsetter.
All right, there's a look at the 6 right now, and he's sure good coming into the action here today. The Webbies had their first win in Gold Cup 1965, then again in 66, Peter, 71, 72, and 78. 5 winning cups. They got a tough assignment here today with Mark Webby.
Rich history in the family for the Webbies for sure in this race. He's sure good here, and he was in Truro on July the 26th there, got to the front, an easy winner, 55-1, and then right back at Truro on August the 2nd. Again, he was outside part of the mile, ended up second on that day, 56. He's in tough here tonight from post 6.
All right, there's a look at Fernhill General. Brody McPhee driving for trainer Tom Weatherby and the ownership team of Peter Smith and Gerald Morrissey. I got fire out of here from post 2. Early lessons from the late Earl Smith, Peter and Ken, and finished third in the Governor's Plate.
Yeah, that was a good effort, and he set the pace, finished third in a division of the PEI Colt Graduate Series on July 27th. He's been a steady presence in the Preferred 2s at Red Shores. Well, that was last year, trained by Tom Weatherby. Brody McPhee here, 37-1. He'll look for a trip.
So the Metro Home Building Center starting gate has the field here for the Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 1, presented by Atlantic Lottery. Vance Cameron has the call next.
And Lee, 9 of them to go postward. Only 3 of them will be in the Gold Cup and Saucer 65. Time to welcome our friends out in Radioland. Ocean 100, the PEI Island Horse Racing radio station, Ocean 100. Lining up in Trial 1 of the Gold Cup and Saucer. American History, Fernhill General, 1-800 PL Aussie, Save America, He's Sure Good, Bayfield Beach, Binge on Yankee on the grandstand side, and we have a trailer. The co-holder of the track record, B2B, top of the stretch. They are ready, and I mean ready for a start. Up and pacing, Save America leaving out. American History along the rail is second, coming up third on the outside. Binge on Yankee in between the horses. That is Save America racing along the inside as they straighten to the backstretch en route to the opening quarter mile. And that's Save America for James McDonald, the leader. Driving on the outside, Binge on Yankee, and they are rolling here in trial number 1 on by the quarter. And Binge on Yankee for Jameson took over. Save America second. American History third. B2B followed through at the rail fourth. Opening quarter went up 27-2. Coming off the turn in the backfield. They're coming in motion now. Fernhill General underway on the outside fifth towards the rail. 1-800. Then on the outside, PL Aussie is underway. He is a seventh. Then racing eighth is a Bayfield Beach trailing the field. He's Sure Good. They were halfway home in 56-4. Around the paddock turn they go. Onward to the 5-8. Save America, the leader. American History underway to pick up second. Binge on Yankee, the rail third. Racing from fourth, B2B on the outside, Fernhill General. 3 wide, PL Aussie is coming late. 3/4 in the books. 1:25-2 around the turn for the final time. 1/8 of a mile out. Save America clear by 2. American History in at the rail third. Binge on Yankee. B2B, PL Aussie. Save America in line to James McDonald in trial number 1. Binjon Yankee held second. American history going back to the big dance. 152 and 1. Boom! Just like that.
Okay, here's the slow-mo for race number 15, Gold Cup and Saucer, trial number 1, presented by Atlantic Lottery. I like this guy today, Save America. They brought him here to win this race, and he was serious early on.
Yeah, from Megan Scran to Jamie Smith, and the purchase by the stable.ca. The stable Save America, the son of Captain Treacherous, a 4-year-old with James McDonald, a powerhouse performance, takes the lead, relinquishes it, goes back to the front. Final quarter here, 26 and 4, 152 and 1. James McDonald for Jamie Smith. Save America. Binjon Yankee was big from post 8 to finish second. American history back in the Gold Cup and Saucer final, finishing third. Save America in race 15, trial 1.
Way over, make our way to the center field.
Save America arriving at the 15th race winner's circle. Bay Pacing Gelding, the 4-year-old son of Captain Treacherous, off of the Western Ideal Dam, My Lady Day, owned by the stable Save America of Guelph, Ontario, bred by Frederick Hertek of the state of Delaware, now trained by Jamie Smith. James McDonald put him on top at every call, winning in 152 and a 1/5 over a sloppy track at Charlottetown, down at trackside. The Atlantic Lottery Gold Cup and Saucer trial number 1. Cooler presentation. Save America goes all the way for the stable Save America group. Trainer Jamie Smith, driver James McDonald in 152 and a 1/5. Our very own Lee Drake, he is in the winner's circle, and he'll have some winner's circle comments in just a moment.
That's right, Vance. We'll have some comments from winning driver James McDonald here in just a minute, but you know, the traditional headshots here when you're getting into the winner's circle in the Gold Cup and Saucer trial number 1 here today. Big trip over this track today. And we'll get a hold of James McDonald here. Hey, no problem. We have winning driver James McDonald here with us. Gets the job done with Save America here today for trainer Jamie Smith. And when we were walking back, you said, wow, this guy was good today.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I never drove him before, but just to make two moves like that early and then still have that kind of pop late, it was pretty impressive, really, over off track, and it should set him up good for next week.
You know what? It's interesting. You mentioned you left from post 5. Not sure how much you knew about him today, but it was a bit of a tussle. Take us through your trip, and were you happy the way things all worked out in the end?
Yeah, that's one thing I've learned about driving horses, especially in races and qualifying races, is you just never know what's going to happen. Everyone's doing everything they can to make the final, so the best strategy is have no strategy. And I had talked to Scott Zeron, and he told me he can absolutely scream off the car. So that was going to be plan A, and then I was just going to wait and see from there. And then I heard Jody coming late, and obviously I didn't want to use up my horse parking him the whole way. I was a little worried about how it would go down, but it worked out good. He cleared pretty easy, and I got to scoot back fairly unscathed, and the horse was just dominant from there.
I know he's got a huge fan base, this horse, for sure, and getting it done in the trial. Just quickly on your season, James, I mean, the last time we talked in person, you were here for the O'Brien Awards and picked up another big award there, but it's been a fantastic season.
It's been unbelievable. Just so many great horses to drive, and so many big races, and traveling all across the world, or North America anyway, and just having so much luck. And but to me, Lee, this is what it's all about. Come home, got my little guy here with me. It's a lot of fun, and you hear the owners and the group. That's the best part about fractional ownership. I think 3 or 4 of them said I've been waiting my whole life to be right here heading into the Gold Cup and Saucer, and that's really special to me, and I know what it would mean to me to win it. Unfortunately, it won't be this year, but one day I'm going to try really hard to get my name on that back of that T-shirt.
All right. Well, it's great to have you home. Congratulations on getting them to the drive to 65, the Gold Cup and Saucer. Well done.
Thank you very much, Lee.
Winning driver is James McDonald in the winner's circle here for Gold Cup and Saucer trial number 1 aboard Save America.
Here's the official results in the 15th. It's official. American History 3rd. Fernhill General was 8th. 1-800 6th. PL Aussie 5th. Save America, the race winner. He Sure Good finished 9th. Bayfield Beach was 7th. Binjon Yankee finished 2nd. B2B was 4th. 27-2, 56-4, 125-2, and the mile in 152-1. From the top down, your program reads 386-519-724. Save America $5. Exactor $25.20. Triactor $39. Superfecta $24.
All right, there's your top three. Save America, Binge on Yankee, and American History making their way to the Drive to 65, the 65th edition of the Gold Cup and Saucer presented by Atlantic Lottery coming up next Saturday. Of course, we have trial number 2 that's coming up next, guys, and top 3 then. And then we, of course, move the trial 3 on Monday night. Post time is at 6 o'clock. So let's roll in the field here for the 16th. This is the final race this afternoon, and Blue Hunt and the Blue Knight are off the rail.
Yeah, they are on the rail, like you say. I think they got a big shot here. They're going to be tucked in, and I think very, very close at the end. Bounty Hunter is too. He's raced well since arriving on the island for Kenny Arsenault.
Yeah, and I like Fortifying here. We might be talking to James McDonald again, a recent purchase. His ships in fresh off that wire-to-wire 152 and 1 at Yonkers. We've got Salzbrook, I Like Me Better, I should say, and Salzbrook Ian next. And Covered Bridge, the defending champion right now, is the 4-5 favorite.
Yeah, and a couple of locals on the outside. Twin B Tough Enough, who won the Governor's Plate in July for Barrio, and Rolam, who has just been dominant in the Maritimes this year and had a big year last year as well. He's from Post 8 from Mark Campbell. So sets up to be a dandy trial number 2.
So we can slide in the picks here for you as we get ready to go for Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 2 presented by Atlantic Lottery. And Ken Morkington, you are leaning on the 3. And as you said, you could be talking to James McDonald again. You're going to go handle the winner's circle management down there. And it was nice to talk to James. I mean, as he's indicated there, probably not going to happen this year for him from the Gold Cup. Obviously, he's got other driving commitments, but so nice to have him here and participate in the Gold Cup and Saucer.
Yeah, he's a class act. He's a great speaker. 3-time O'Brien Award winner. Of course, he was here in February to accept his award. And if he's not going to be here, then who knows? Maybe the money man. The money man on the private jet.
That's the question. Who's going to drive him? We'll see.
The 3-time Hambletonian winner, Scott Ciron.
Kenny at 3-6-1. Evan Ford, like 6. Covered Bridge with 3-1. I do as well. And post-time picks, Kurt Hughes, 6, 1, and 3. So we're getting set for Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 2. It's presented by Atlantic Lottery. And just want to remind folks about the Super High Five. It was carried over from race number 5 tonight into race 16. So over $2,000 in the carryover for the 16th tonight at Red Shores.
Prince Edward Island summers, breathtaking scenery, beautiful beaches, and warm hospitality all can be found here. PEI is a special place with a special race, the Gold Cup and Saucer, the greatest show in harness racing. This year, we celebrate the 65th edition of Canada's most prestigious race on a half-mile track.
This is the greatest Gold Cup in soccer of all time!
The excitement, the crowd, the atmosphere.
Smooth, Lou, and the Shepherd brothers. They win the Gold Cup in soccer.
The tradition, the spotlight, and a purse of $100,000.
Showtime!
Only in Prince Edward Island, only at Red Shores. The one and only Gold Cup and Saucer, presented by Atlantic Lottery. Join us this August on Prince Edward Island for Old Home Week and the Drive to 65.
Sixteenth race entering the track. It's the Atlantic Lottery Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 2. They're on post parade number 1, Blue Hunt, owned by Donald McRae. Daggett Racing, Stephen Klonowski, trained by Ashley Gamester and driven by Jason Hughes. 2, Bounty Hunter, owned by Kevin Harvey of Halifax, Nova Scotia, trained and driven by Kenny Arsenault. 3, Fortify, owned by Daniel Goodero and Eucharist McGuire of Quebec, trained by Chris McKay. James McDonald drives. I Like Me Better, number 4, owned by Tim Dickinson from Holland Center, Ontario. Mike McGuigan, trainer-driver. 5 is Salisbrook Ian, owned by the Red Oak Stables of Charlottetown, trained by Jamie Smith. Corey McPherson up. Covered Bridge, the defending champ. Wears number 6, owned by Mark Ford of Campbell Hall, New York, trained by Jeff Gillis. Jody Jameson. Number 7 is Twinbee Tough Enough, owned by Patrick Morris of Charlottetown, trained by Ronnie Matheson. Jills Barrio. Number 8, Roll'em, owned by Brady Doyle, Brent Campbell, Ryan McLeod, and Savage Stable, trained by Brent Campbell. Mark Campbell's in the sulky. 4 minutes wagering time on a race number 16, Trial 2, no changes. Let's return to Lee, Ken, and Peter with a look at the horses for Trial 2, presented by Atlantic Lottery. The top 3 will advance to the Gold Cup and Saucer 65 next Saturday night.
Okay, here we go. Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 2. It's presented by Atlantic Lottery. Covered Bridge, the defending champion here from last year. Looked really good at Yonkers 2 back there.
Yeah, he returned to age 8 off the best season of his $1.4 million career. Last year he won trial, one of the trials in 151 and 2, final in 153. He's been a dominant force in the Yonkers Invitationals. He's got a big chance to overcome post 6, doing it either way. He's very versatile, he's classy, he's speedy, gets Jody Jameson.
Here's Fortify for James McDonald tonight, and James won the first one and the last one. This guy again, Kenny, at Yonkers is racing very well.
Yeah, recent purchase, ships in fresh off a wire-to-wire 152-1 at the Hilltop Yonkers. 147.3 performer, owns plenty of back class. He was a progress pace winner as a 3-year-old. He's versatile. He draws inside, picks up James McDonald, looking for that trial sweep tonight.
Okay, here's the 5, Salzburg Ian for Red Oak Stables of Charlottetown. Jamie Smith trains, Corey McPherson drives. Can he navigate the first turn? He's got some braking issues.
Well, he entered Trial 2 off 2 straight wins, both with Corey McPherson. He rallied to take the Bob Dewar at Summerside in 154 and 2. Trained by Jamie Smith, owned by Red Oak Stables of Charlottetown. He was prominent last year in the Valedictory Series at Mohawk, so he's got a bit of class as well. He's 18-1.
Okay, here's the 1, Blue Hunt for Jason Hughes, Donnie McRae. And they got the rail here. He's been racing well at Woodbine as well.
Yeah, he crushed them at 1-9 in an eye-catching Charlottetown debut. Took a mark of 147-4 at Mohawk this season. Lands the rail, the Blue Knight. Could try to take them all the way with his high speed.
Move out to Rollham here. And it's Mark Campbell. Mark, certainly very familiar with the Gold Cup and Saucer, and Rollham has to work it from the outside, post 8 tonight.
He's a classy winner of $420,000. Wire-to-wire in the Cecil Ladner, the Lindsay Cup, a Governor's Plate elimination, trained by Brent Campbell, and driven by 3-time Gold Cup and Saucer winner Mark Campbell.
We'll move to the 7, Twinbee Tough Enough here for Pat Morris, Ron Matheson, and Gilles Barrio. They were winners of the Governor's Plate.
He entered Trial 2 tonight, winning 3 of his last 5. A mild upset in the Governor's Plate in 153-4. Twice a winner at the Preferred 1 level at Charlottetown this season. Trained by Ron Matheson, Gilles Barrio, a 4-time winner of the Gold Cup and Saucer.
Here is the 4, I Like Me Better A for Tim Dickinson, and local guy Mike McGuigan. Great to see him get a drive in the trial.
Yeah, he's a classy 8-year-old by Better's Delight. $250,000 in his bank account. Entered Trial 2 off 2 straight wins at Hanover and Batavia. And we'll see if he can measure up to the top wins here. It's a test for class for this one.
And here is the 2, Bounty Hunter for Kevin Harvey. Kenny Arsenault is the trainer and the driver. A couple of wins already in Charlottetown.
Yeah, 2 for 2 in Charlottetown for Kenny Arsenault, both wire-to-wire, coming off a 6 scratch. His latest 153-4 on August the 3rd, owned by Kevin Harvey of Halifax, Nova Scotia. And Bounty Hunter is 26-1.
And that is the field here for Gold Cup and Saucer trial number 2. Vance Cameron is next with the race call.
They're on their way to the starting gate in the Atlantic Lottery Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 2. Once again, we welcome our friends out in Radio Land. Compliments of Ocean 100, the island radio voice of harness racing. They all get a spot on the wings this time around. Rail out. Blue Hunt. Bounty Hunter. Fortify. I Like Me Better. Salzburgian. Covered Bridge. Twinbee Tough Enough. Roll 'em on the grandstand side. Trial 2, top of the stretch. Ready for a start. Post time. Rough and pacing. Fortify leaving out. Blue Hunt up the rail. Into the turn third is Bounty Hunter. On the outside, Covered Bridge away fourth. I Like Me Better got away fifth. Dropping in sixth is Twinbee Tough Enough. Then it's Salzburgian, the early trailer. That is Roll 'em up the backstretch they go. Fortify for James McDonald. Out in front, it may be short-lived. Here is Covered Bridge and Jameson. They're headed to the choo-choo on by the opening quarter mile. Covered Bridge is cleared, and he opened it up. Boom! Just like that. 27 and 2 the quarter. Covered Bridge the leader. Fortify now second. Blue Hunt third. Bounty Hunter comes out of the turn fourth. I Like Me Better fifth. Twinbee Tough Enough is sixth. Racing from seventh. Salzburgian. Roll 'em at the rail. The trailer halfway home in trial number 2, led by Covered Bridge and Jameson. Fortify getting the 2-hole ride. 56 seconds flat was the half. Racing third is Blue Hunt. Fourth and coming on the outside, Twinbee Tough Enough. On the cones, Bounty Hunter fifth. Salzburgian is taken sixth. I Like Me Better seventh. Roll 'em on the outside eighth. They're over to three-quarters. Covered Bridge is the leader. Fortify right on his back. Twinbee Tough Enough has picked up third on the outside. Blue Hunt at the rail fourth. 3/4 in one. 24 and 4. Homeward bound in trial 2. Covered Bridge turning for home. Fortify on the outside. Twinbee Tough Enough third. Here is Fortify. James McDonald late double. He wins both trials. Second, that's Covered Bridge. Twinbee Tough Enough going to Cup and Saucer 65. He was third in 1. 52. 2. Wow!
Okay, here's the slow-mo for race number 16 from Red Shores in Charlottetown. Gold Cup and Saucer Trial 2 brought to you by Atlantic Lottery. Covered Bridge. He was outside for a little bit before he got the lead past the quarter, 27 and 2. Fortify sat in the 2-hole through 56. 124 and 4. Still Covered Bridge, but out and around and taking a shot late is Fortify, and he's going to go on by Covered Bridge here and win. 152 and 2 for Fortify, and James McDonald. James sweeps the Gold Cup and Saucer Trials in Charlottetown.
Check, check.
There's trial number 2, winner Fortify going to the winner's circle. Fortify, Bay Pacing Gelding 7, the son of Sweet Lou from the Western Ideal Dam. Can't Stop Me Now, owned by Daniel Goodrow and Eckerdes McGuire of Quebec, bred by Diamond Creek Farm of Pennsylvania. Chris McKay is his island trainer. And James McDonald just completes the sweep of the Gold Cup and Saucer Trials 1 and 2, and the time for the mile in 1:52 and 2. Fortify down at trackside, the Atlantic Lottery Gold Cup and Saucer Trial number 2. Cooler presentation. Fortify for Goodrow and McGuire, McKay and McDonald. Ken Warkenden, he is in the winner's circle, and he'll have some winner's circle comments in just a moment.
That's right, Vince. We'll get a few words from driver James McDonald here with a perfect night tonight, pretty much. Sweeping both trials. Just as we complete the winner's circle photos and celebration. All right, let's try to get a few words here from driver James McDonald. James, if you can. Okay. All right, James McDonald, congratulations. Great job here. It's great seeing you. Let's see, a 2-hole ride behind the favorite. That's pretty easy stuff, right? It's easy job, right?
No, not in these races. You know, that's the kind of the trip everyone's looking for. Sometimes you get lucky. I was just lucky. Team McKay had the horse amazing, and he snapped off the gate real hard and was able to get me in a good spot.
This is a pretty good half-mile track horse. He can handle the turns here. And how about the track tonight?
Track crew did an amazing job. It was looking pretty bleak there around 3-4 o'clock. 3 or 4 people text me, asked me if the races were canceled. So to have the track this good and have these horses being able to get over it this well is like I said, kudos to the track crew.
This is a classy horse. He won the Progress Pace as a 3-year-old. What were your instructions? Did you get any instructions on the horse? Did you talk to the Minister of Speed, George Brennan, who drove him?
No, I didn't talk to Georgie, not this time, but they had spoke to him, and he'd give him a few tips on what he had luck with him with and the ways to drive him or hang him up. So I was kind of had a little bit of information going in, and other than that, it was just Louis Waugh telling me not to screw up because I think he's coming to drive him. So get him in the final for him.
Well, that's too bad because we did want to see you again here next week. You did allude to that. Tell Lee Drake about that. Take us through the trip. Were there any anxious moments at all tonight behind this horse? And, of course, you're following Covered Bridge, last year's winner.
Yeah, I had driven Covered Bridge a few times, and Jeff always had told me if you burn him up early, he's just not quite the same. But that being said, going in an elimination race, you have to make the final first. It's no sense having him a hard closing fourth and not getting there. So I figured that's kind of the trip Jody would have to give him, and it just, like I said, it worked out perfect. In the last turn, my horse was loaded, kind of chewing on its helmet. I felt pretty confident as long as I got out, and I was able to just squeeze out, turn him for home, and the horse did the rest.
I've got to ask you because I'm always upstairs, and I see legendary Hanover going in 1:46 and 2 on Hambletonian Day, 3/5 off the fastest mile in history. I mean, what an animal! That horse is a beast.
Yeah, he's unbelievable, and I got to be honest, other than my own voice and Paige and Griffin's voices, I think your voice is the voice I've heard the most watching the replays of that horse. So you've done a great job calling him, Ken. I appreciate all the love you give me every time I'm in the Meadowlands. I really appreciate it, and like you said, legendary Hanover has been a special ride for me, and hopefully we're just getting started.
It's the stuff that legends are made of. The 3-time O'Brien Award winner right here, James McDonald. Always a pleasure. Congratulations.
All right, great seeing you, Ken. Thanks for having me.
Here's the official results in the 16th. It's official. Blue Hunt finished 5th. Bounty Hunter 4th. Fortify, the race winner. I Like Me Better was 7th. Salzburgian finished 6th. Covered Bridge was 2nd. Twinbee Tough Enough finished 3rd. Roll'em was 8th. Fractions of 27 and 2. 56. 124 and 4. And a mile 152 and 2. In review, 541. 762. 38. 4 to 5 paid 1060. The Exactor was 1090. The Triactor 234.90. The James McDonald Late Daily Double paid $28, and the Super High Five, it's out there at $401.18. That's going to wrap up our live presentation here at Charlottetown on this night. Tonight's par mutual handle, $233,753. Ladies and gentlemen, from up top of the Charlottetown Driving Park, thanking you for joining us. This is Vance Cameron, bidding you a safe journey home.